and early afternoon. It's not even afternoon yet. I have a meeting in about 30 minutes. So, full disclosure, I have been laying in this bed. Actually, I got up around, God, 6 o'clock this morning. I was doing some things around the house, cleaning the house, and then I got back in the bed with my clothes on and started watching YouTube videos on my hair. So good morning. So that's what I did up until now. I just got up maybe about 15 minutes ago to have my first meal of the day. I only eat when I'm hungry. So if I'm hungry, I'll eat. But if I'm not hungry, I won't eat. So sometimes for the past couple of weeks or so, I haven't had my first meal until almost close to 2 or 3 o'clock in the afternoon. So, and then I'll have my last meal before 9 o'clock. And then after that, I'm pretty much like done with eating. So again, I eat twice a day, but the title of this video, I wanted to discuss what was going on in my head about this personal experience that I am pretty sure there are other women who are in relationships, whether you're married, you have a boyfriend, or you have a man, or however you want to put that out there. I'm not saying that this video isn't for people who are not in relationships, because what I'm going to say is probably going to bring something to your mind as well, because I'm relating it to three experiences in my life: being single, being in a bad marriage, and then being in a good relationship. So if you do not know me, my name is Nakia. Here on this channel, I talk about everything on fitness, nutrition, coaching, on, diet. I'm a nutritionist anyway. So, and then anything on mental and emotional health. I'm starting to pull that into the aspect of it because I'm sharing a new part of my journey. And my new journey really is to stay where I'm at, maintain where I am, but just add a little bit more toning back into the game, and just pretty much enjoy my life as a pole dancer. I'm a pole dancer. That's my first love. I'm a ballroom dancer and a pole dancer first, before I even got into this health and fitness journey of mine personally. So so those of you who do not know, I'm recently divorced. We've been separated since 2017. There's tons of videos of me getting through that whole process of the separation and going through the divorce and everything. So you can check those videos out on this channel, and you'll probably see some on my Beauty Cutright channel where I talk about beauty and fashion and stuff. Hold on a second. Okay, so that was my meeting. Somebody was just sending me a text for a meeting in a few minutes. So let me get back to where I'm at. Okay, I see her message. So if she's watching this, it's probably her trying to make sure I'm good. Okay, back to where I was going. Divorce. I'm in a relationship now. Are we getting married? Yes, we will. When? I don't know. I'm just enjoying the whole idea of being in a good relationship. So I'm not forcing things. I'm not in this, it has to be in a certain, I'm 40 now. Like I'm over 40 actually, 42. I'm over the trying to live a certain way that some of us as Black women have been taught to live a certain way, or time your things, or you have this biological clock. And I don't live by a biological clock. I live by experience. So, and that's just me personally. But my current man, Rio. So if you hear me say Rio a lot, that's because I'm used to calling him that. He pretty much tells me with sincerity how much he loves the way my body looks. He does this practically every day. And he does it in different ways. And I notice it. I notice it in his body language. I notice it throughout the day when we're doing certain things, and the intimacy. And I'm not talking about sex. I'm talking about intimacy in other aspects. When you kiss each other, when you look at each other, when you touch each other, the way you communicate. There's things that's in between before sex. He puts it in there some kind of way. And I have to be extremely honest with myself. It feels good to hear that. I did not have that in my previous relationship, my marriage. I didn't have that. When I was single, I had lots of it from different men. So get the difference. So when it comes down to yourself personally, and I'm going to speak this from how I think and how I feel, your first relationship you usually will have is with the first man in your childhood. For me, it's been my father. My father has been there for me physically and emotionally. When I say physically, meaning he was in the house, he was doing his job, he was making sure he asking me the right questions, disciplining me a certain way, and helping me to become a good woman, you know, understanding the psyche of a man, how he thinks, how he operates. And also with my mom, that subtle, that beauty, that sereneness about my mom, I got both of that. And he always said, be like your mom, or he will always relate something that I could actually see to help me. So my mom was that factor from my father's mouth. So physically, he was there to take care of all of us. I have 4 brothers. So emotionally and, you know, just really mentally, mindset, all of those things. But you don't get that type of attention. You shouldn't be getting that type of attention. I'm just saying, you shouldn't be getting that type of attention from someone that is your father or someone that is supposed to be a father figure. It could be your grandfather. It could be your uncle. It could be a much older brother. It could be whoever you consider to be a father figure that you look at this point in time has helped you to become a well-rounded woman for a relationship. I'll say it that way. So me saying that I don't know what it feels like until now to hear a man that I am in a relationship with, that I love, that I adore, that I put in the time and the effort to keep our relationship strong, I can honestly say I haven't experienced that. And it makes me wonder, and it probably will make you wonder too, why is it that as a woman, you don't like what you see in the mirror? Now, don't get me wrong. I like what I see in the mirror. I have one insecurity, and all women probably have this exact same insecurity because all women go through it. A little stupid fupa or pooch there. It's not all that big. It's just there. And it bothers me because I didn't have it before. And I did have it before. And then now I have it again. And it's like, what the hell is going on? But needless to say, there are a lot of us as women who are with men that, one, we don't ask them how they view our bodies because we're so caught up in social media. And we're so caught up in our own personal idea of what our body should look like because of social media. So why is it that us as women do not listen to our significant other when he or she tells us, you look amazing, you look great, I like the way you look? Even the little things that you don't like about yourself, they'll point it in a total different way. And actually, it should make you feel good, and it should make you go back and look at your mindset or the way you view your body when you look in the mirror. It should make you go and stand in front of the mirror and see those same things that your significant other has said to you that they love about you, and you start to play on those great qualities about your body image and start to feed off of that. There's a lot of us that say that we're doing certain things for our bodies. And when I say doing certain things, I'm talking about invasive and non-invasive plastic surgery. I am still doing my research on it. I am still considering that. I have never had an issue with women doing that. Weight loss surgery, you do what makes you happy. If there are particular insecurities about your body from what you see, and you want to change them, I think you should change them, because it's your body. It's your body. It's your emotions. It's you and how you feel about yourself. So I'm saying this in a way to say that sometimes we may not be listening to our significant other when it comes to our body image, and we should. Mainly because it is, from most of our experience, that's not something we should be getting from father figures, if that makes sense at all. We shouldn't be getting that from father figures. You would experience that in a loving relationship. And when you experience that in a loving relationship, I would suggest you listen. Because social media does not pay your bills, does not sleep with you. And I'm going to run back on that does not pay, because I'm all into social media. It's what I do for a living, so it does pay my bills. But when I'm talking about in relationship to comparing yourself to somebody else's body, or even comparing yourself to yourself, like I compare myself now compared to my body when I was in competition. And there's a lot of times I look and say, hey, I looked amazing, but I just don't want to be that skinny again. I want to be toned and everything, but then I also have to be happy where I'm at now. And when we look at social media and we're comparing and ourselves currently, and we're not listening to our significant other, we're listening to everything that we see on social media, and they don't have to say a word. It's just what you see. It's a bunch of doctored up videos or doctored up photos, or people just showing you at their best self. I do it, but I also show you at what I feel is not my best self. You might think that, hey, that looks good, because we all see things slightly different. But yeah, why do we not listen to our significant others when we do that? And I'm not saying I'm not listening. I'm saying I'm listening. I notice it. He does it every day. And it does make me wonder, does he feel that energy of me nitpicking at certain areas of my body? Or he can see it in my face, or when my mind is churning, can he tell? Because we do live slightly different, we have very slightly different eating styles. Like he can eat every day, all day. He can do that, not gain weight. He's a man. Like, come on. But women, we have to manage our lives totally different. You have to manage your life different from your significant other, from your mate. So yeah, why is it that we as women don't do that? I think a part of me feels like what my father has taught me has helped me to listen to that and take it for what it is. Because when I was single, I wasn't skinny. I was thick. Nice, thick. This is where I want to be. Where I'm at now, this is what I was. So I just had a no fupa and my waist. Yeah, I looked good. But I got a lot of compliments about my body. It had a lot to do with the way that I dressed my body. It had a lot to do with how I cared for myself before I kind of I don't want to say kind of, I let myself go. And I gained a lot of weight. I got up to 220 pounds. That is not normal for me. So, good morning. So, yeah, I looked good. So, I got all of the compliments, but they weren't significant others. They weren't significant others. So, I just took it as, okay, it's a compliment. And sometimes it's a compliment that is wanting something more from me that I'm not willing to give. So, yeah, like when you're single and you get these type of compliments, listen to them differently. Listen to them as what you see and what other people see is different. If you notice that people are saying positive things about you, the way you look, where you are, they're seeing it from the surface. They're seeing it from the outside. They don't really know you. They don't know what you think or feel. Understand that this is an opportunity for you to listen and take those positive notes and whatever's negative inside of your head and push it off somewhere else. No one else sees this negative thing about yourself that you feel by what you look, that you feel you look like. No one else sees that but you. So it's probably better to change your mindset by asking significant others, paying more attention, listening when someone gives you a compliment. What does the compliment sound like? How does it, what is it about? Like, listen, answer with a thank you. That's all you need to do. But take that and use that as fuel to change the way you negatively think about your body. So I'm saying all this to say, looking at the time. Yeah, I'm saying all of this to say, if your significant other or other people, and I'm saying other people for those of you who are single, but if your significant other is saying they love the way you look, you need to see yourself through their eyes. And only then will you'll make some changes. Because you'll start to think about, okay, what can I do to maintain this? Because this is what I am doing to make myself happy. That's one, because self is first. Self comes first. You can't provide or do anything for anybody else until you take care of self first. But what can you do so that that relationship, and you're still getting fed that energy that keeps you going, and maintaining the beauty that is already there. And then after you've done this for a period of time, if your body to you is telling you, hey, I'm thinking about invasive or non-invasive surgery, I'm thinking about plastic surgery, then by all means, and this is my opinion, and this is actually going to be my experience, the journey that I'm sharing with you, do it. I don't see no problem with you. Just do it. It's what you want to do. And it's something that you're not only doing to make yourself happy, but it also adds to the happiness of your mate too. Because if they're constantly telling you that they like something about you, or they love something about the way you look and things like that, and then you're rebuttaling it with not even saying thank you, or thank you, I love you, babe, or you're not even saying, even in your head, yeah, I do look damn good. Yeah, I do got nice thighs. Yes, I do got a great big butt. Yes, I do have great titties. Like, let's just be real. Say it in your head. Look at yourself in the mirror and say those things. And take that and use that as energy to push you in the next direction. So that's kind of really what I wanted to share, because it was in my head, and he did it quite a bit today. And it might have something to do. I had something else on earlier this morning. I had one of these long sweater robes, and it's just the way that I like to prance myself around the house, because it's me. I haven't been able to do it in my last marriage, unfortunately. And that's just how it was. But now it's like I have to do things that not only make me feel good about myself and the way I look and the way I operate as a human being and as a person, I also have to think about how that energy affects my significant other. And my eating habits are different than his, so I have to keep up with that, because that's the only way I'm going to keep the physique that he enjoys so well. So if your significant other is telling you that they love the way you look, why are you not accepting that? And why are you trying to change so much of yourself that you're not staying where, I don't want to say staying, you're just not accepting the beauty that you already have. That's pretty much it. So I'm going to look and see if someone has statements or questions, and then I'm going to head off. I got a good amount of time. You don't feel that way. Yes, I totally understand that. People will tell you, you look amazing, you look great, you don't have to lose weight. And sometimes we'll do two things. One, will definitely say they're just saying that because they don't want me to lose weight. They're just saying that because they don't want me to look good. They're just saying that, but no, don't. That's you taking positive and turning it negative, which is already negative anyway, because in your mind, and I'm saying this because experience. I mean, we all experience this, but how many of us actually communicate that? And this is really scary and nerve-wracking for me. That's why you guys have missed me the past couple of days. I did say I was going to try every day. I did say I wasn't going to make any promises, but I just wanted to share. Yes, it's the way your body looks is tied to, I agree with that. The way your body looks is tied to your confidence in yourself. And I don't want to say it's tied to your confidence, because confidence, I guess in my experience and the way I feel about it, is totally different than security and insecurities. You can be very confident in a lot of things, but you can be confident in how your body looks and how you feel, but you can have some insecurities, some things that you choose to not want people to know, or you just don't, something small you don't like about yourself. Yeah, Ursula said it right. We are our own worst critics. Nobody else is criticizing us unless it's someone that has shown you that they are purposefully trying to bring you down. Now, that is a total different video. It's a total different subject, but your gut feeling will tell you that if somebody is really trying to bring you down. But when you hear other people say that, especially family, don't think of it as they're trying to keep you down. Don't think of it as they're trying to keep you from getting healthier or feeling. It's definitely for not them trying to keep you from feeling better about yourself, because if that was the case, they would say something totally different, like you look fat, you look crazy, you don't look right. You know what I mean? You got some family members who will say that, and you were like, wait a minute, you just don't want me to look good. And then you have some that are just saying it. It sounds so like heartbreaking to hear them say it, but that's just the way they communicate. But from their heart, it's coming from a much more loving place than it's being delivered. It's coming from a much more loving place. So, I have some family members that are just like blunt with it. I'm like that sometimes, but I pay attention. I try to pay attention to what I say, because I'm a Sagittarius and I'm an honest person, and I'm all about telling the truth. Don't tell me no lie. I'm all about transparency, and I'm also about saying exactly what it is. And sometimes what I say can come across not critical, but it can hurt feelings. I understand that some of the ways that I can communicate my ideas, or the way that I think when it comes to health and fitness, can for some people make them feel a little bit like they're being attacked. And trust me, that's not where it's coming from. It's coming from a different place. It's coming from I care about you. I care about how you think. So I'll share how I think and see if we have the same thought pattern, and then let's figure this shit out. That's where it's coming from. So yeah, I mean, it's always a question or something that I'll say to get you to think for yourself about a particular topic, and hopefully you'll find a solution that works for you, not practice the solution that has worked for me. Because I mean, you can try it, and if it doesn't work for you, don't feel bad about that. Just say, hey, that didn't work. Let me encompass the information that Beauty Cutright gave me. Let me think about the information I've learned from Dr. Eric Berg. These are people that I watch. Gauge Girl Training. Jeff Cavalier from Athlean XX. It's a whole lot of people that I watch. But take that information and then find a solution that works for you and your lifestyle, and that can help you combat that. But really, I was just sharing a thought about why is it that we as women, We don't listen when other people tell us we look good. We think we're supposed to look like whatever it is that we seen somebody that we think looks amazing. And yes, they do look amazing, but who says you don't? Because you don't look like them. Who said that? You, right? Nobody else has said that but you. So stop listening to yourself for negative shit. Start listening to others on the positive aspect. Take that, use that as fuel, and continue moving in the process that you have already set for yourself to lose weight, if that's what you want to do, to change the way your body looks, if that's what you want to do, to lessen the effects of any ailments or illnesses that you're dealing with. You want to feel good. Whatever it is that you want to do, use the positive to fuel your journey. That's all I wanted to say. That's all I wanted to say. I hope everything that I said makes sense. I think the next live I was supposed to do, I was going to do it today. I actually was supposed to do it yesterday. But the next live is going to be about Noom or Nam. I don't know any other way to say it or how to pronounce it. I've heard Nam. I think that's what they call it. Nam, and then there's another app that I had been using called Simple. So Nam is the app that helps on the psychology of nutrition, diet, and exercise and workout and activities. I'll talk more about that tomorrow. Yes. And then tomorrow, yeah. Angela, yes, it's Nam, but are you trying to pronounce it? But you can't pronounce it because I can't hear you. But yeah, and then I'll talk about Simple as well. I'll talk about Simple because that app is specifically on intermittent fasting or intermittent. Am I pronouncing it right? I hope I'm pronouncing it right. Because sometimes I pronounce words and it sounds so funny. And then when I listen to the video, I'm like, they're going to say like, she pronounced it right. It's like, whatever. But it's about intermittent fasting. It goes through the different body types and the intermittent fasting style. And it does it in a timing way because that's what intermittent fasting is. It's about timing. And it gives you, it does alerts for you. So like, hey, you should be eating at this time. You should be drinking water at this time. It just kind of helps you out personally. It pays attention to your behavior and then it goes from there. So I will definitely share with you guys about Nam or Noom Nam tomorrow and Simple, those two apps that I have been using. So yeah, that's it. So please guys, if you are not subscribed to my channel, go ahead and subscribe if this is the first time that you are watching me. I'm back, but I can't promise you every day, like I said, but I can promise you if it's something in my head and it's related to anything, nutrition, health, mental health, emotional health, I'm going to share it and I'm going to relate it to it being a part of a transformation journey and not a weight loss journey. I don't want to lose weight. Okay. The number on the scale does not tell me my body looks good. My body looks good. The mirror tells me my body looks good. Measurements tell me my body looks good. The scale does not tell, it just tells me that's how much I weigh on that date, depending on what my hormones are doing. So that's what the scale tells you. So if you're following through a scale, and you want help with that to monitor, because now I understand it more to the point where, what's the point of it now? From two aspects of doing my weight and for prep and doing my weight for weight loss, it's kind of like, no, that's dumb. I want to change the way my body looks. I don't care about what that scale tells me as far as my weight, because it's not weighing fat. It's weighing everything else: water, muscle, organs, bones, hormones, whatever hormone is going on at that moment. It's weighing all of that stuff. So your weight means nothing. And to those people who are going to have a problem with me saying that, that's your problem. And see how that came out? That's your problem. That's not mine. I'm just saying, let's be real. If we want to talk about in the olden days from all of our fitness gurus, they didn't weigh themselves. They didn't count calories. They ate healthy. It wasn't until all this stuff was introduced into our diet that we start having to calculate and pay attention, and because we aren't realizing that we're putting things into our body that is just not meant for our bodies. God did not make that for us. The creator of the universe didn't create us to create things that is going to be detrimental to our body, so he did it for us. All we got to do is just choose it. So pretty simple, but I want to go ahead and head out, guys. I thought I saw a comment that I really liked when somebody said, yes, it's all about thinking. I'm definitely going to talk about this tomorrow. So I am going to make it my goal to be on here by 11 tomorrow. Tomorrow I have to teach a pole dance class. So that's what I'm going to do. I don't work on Thursdays with my business. I try not to. So I'll try to be on at 11 tomorrow. I'll talk about Nam and simple. And if you guys have questions, I mean, please write them down so you can remember to ask me when I'm live. I'll do a link and everything so you can press the reminder button, bell button, if you're subscribed to it. And that way you can be there to ask me any questions or anything about those two applications, because they were amazing. I'm looking at my journey is not just about my body transformation. It's also about changing some mindsets and some emotions that I have either haven't fixed from my past, or has crept into my mindset and my way of thinking from being a part of a prep, for prepping for a competition. So there are some things that we're taught that they work specifically for that, but they don't work for an everyday I want to say average. So I don't consider myself all that. I mean, I'm just like you. I'm an everyday person too. So for an average person, which I want to live an average life, be an entrepreneur, make my money, and share and add value to others. And that's what I want to do. So I want to fix those things, and I want to share the journey with you guys, because it all relates to your nutrition and your health. Your health is your wealth. So I'm going to head out, guys. I love you. If nobody has told you this, you look great now. If nobody has told you this, and yeah, I guess I'll see you guys. Bye.